Julio pasado.
Ahora, ¿sabes? ¿Cómo? Cierra. Acabo.
Con la metralleta.
Cierra.
Deben estar aquí abajo. Una persona con camiseta azul dijo. Están buscando a una persona. Es por eso la pasma.
Mom, they're brothers. They were behind somewhere here.
And Peter, obviously the police early indication, they say most likely a terror attack. You heard from Isa Flores there, local police and witnesses saying 2 armed men apparently, and again I want to stress we're very early in this, often the details change as the story develops, but 2 armed men hiding or taking refuge in a restaurant, and again a white van described as ramming into a crowd in a popular tourist area. Sadly, that part of it, something quite like it, we have heard too often in the past.
Yeah, John, I make three overall points here. This is the 14th vehicle attack, terrorist attack we've seen in the West since 2014. Most of them have been jihadist terrorist attacks, but obviously we had the Charlottesville attack by a right-wing extremist just in the past week. We also had the attack in London with a car outside a mosque ramming a group of Muslims who were celebrating Ramadan, killing one. So, you know, terrorists learn from other terrorist incidents. It's a bit like school shootings where they're copycats, and this mode of terrorist attack is becoming increasingly frequent. Obviously, it requires absolutely no training to do these kinds of attacks. So that's the first point I'd make. The second point I'd make is, you know, if you're to look at what are the cast of potential kind of perpetrators of this attack in Spain, obviously they have a Basque terrorist problem, ETA, which has sort of been largely quiescent for some time, and then they have had a jihadist terrorist problem. But, John, I would also observe that Spain has not had the same level of problem that we've seen in France or Belgium or even countries like Germany or the United Kingdom. I mean, I'm hard-pressed to think of a jihadi terrorist attack since the 2004 attack in Madrid that killed 194 people. But certainly those are the 2 groups that are the most likely in the Spanish context. And the third observation is, you know, the reports of this, the 2 of the perpetrators taking up, entering a restaurant. You know, unfortunately, this leads us into a potential armed siege, which can go on for a long time. We've seen this method, you know, many times, most prominently with the Taj hotel attack in India, where jihadist terrorists kind of barricade themselves inside a hotel and killed a number of patrons and kept, you know, basically fought to the death in order to sustain media coverage of the event for as long as possible. So those are the 3 observations I'd make about what we know right now, John.